Hello there and welcome to this lesson. In this lesson, you will learn how to divide binary numbers. We would also learn a trick to easily solve binary division questions in a multiple choice examination situation. So stick around and watch this video till the end. Before we dive into this lesson, we need to understand these terms and steps. They are important to help us divide binary numbers more efficiently. Dividend. This is a number which we divide. The divisor is a number we use to divide, while the quotient is a result of dividing the dividend by the divisor. In binary, the quotient is either a 0 or a 1. Remember, this is the number left over after dividing the dividend by the divisor. Additionally, in dividing binary numbers, we are going to use the long division method. In this method, the divisor, dividend, quotient, and remainder is arranged in this way. And there are 5 steps used to carry out long divisions. They are divide, multiply, subtract, bring down, repeat, or remainder. DMSBR. I hope you're enjoying this lesson. Please subscribe to this channel by clicking the subscribe button and selecting the bell icon to get notifications when exciting videos are uploaded for you. Also, follow and like Learnifik on Facebook and Instagram. Once you know these terms and the 5 steps, we can begin dividing. Let's recall how to solve long division problems by dividing decimal numbers first. Let's do this example, 144 divided by 8. Now, what is a divisor and what is dividend? 8 is divisor, while 144 is dividend. I know you got that right. So write it down this way. Before we start dividing, we check if the first digit of the dividend, that is the digit 1, is greater or less than the divisor. Or you say, how many times does 8 go into 1? 8 goes into 1 0 times. That means the quotient is 0 because 8 goes into 1 0 times. Remember the mnemonic DMSBR. This is the divide step. 8 multiplied by 0 is 0. This is the multiply step. Subtract 0 from 1. That is 1 minus 0 gives 1. Next step, bring down the second digit 4. This is the bring down step. Now check to see if the remainder is greater than 8. You see, we are repeating the whole steps again. 14 is greater than 8. So 8 goes into 14 at least one time. So write down 1 in the quotient. 1 multiplied by 8 is 8. Now subtract 8 from 14. The remainder is 6. Next, bring down the third digit 4. Now we have 64. 64 is greater than 8. And 8 goes into 64 8 times. So write down 8 in the quotient. Then 8 multiplied by 8 is 64. So when we subtract 64 from 64, we're left with 0. Anytime you subtract and get a 0, that is where we stop. Our final answer is 18 because 144 divided by 8 would give 18. If this is not still clear to you, remember you can always watch this lesson again and again. Let's do another example. Now we're going to divide these binary numbers. Just like we did in the previous example, we are going to use the long division method to divide in binary. First, we need to set it up as a long division problem as shown on the screen. Then we compare the divisor to the first digit of the dividend. That is, we are checking if 101 is greater or less than 1. 101 is greater than 1. Now, how do we know this? Using the binary place value chart, 101 is 5 in decimal, while 1 in binary is 1 in decimal. Therefore, 101 doesn't go into 1. Or you say 101 cannot divide 1. That is, 5 cannot divide 1. So 5 goes into 1 0 times. So write 0 as the quotient. Next, we check the first 2 digits of the dividend. 101 is greater than 11. So 101 goes into 11 0 times. Write 0 in the quotient. Now looking at the first 3 digits, 101 is less than 110. 101 is 5, while 110 is 6 in decimal. So 5 goes into 6 at least one time. So we write down 1 in the quotient. Now we multiply 101 by 1. We get 101, which we write under the dividend 110. Then we subtract. If you're not comfortable with binary subtractions, you can watch the lesson on how to subtract binary numbers. From the right to left, we have 0 minus 1, which is not possible. So we borrow from the next digits. And in binary, anytime we borrow, the number we borrow is a 2. Because we borrowed from a 1, that digit becomes a 0. So 1 minus 2 gives 1. In the next column, 0 minus 0 gives 0. For the next, we have 1 minus 1, which also gives 0. Now bring down the fourth digit, 1. Now we will check if 101 is greater or less than 0011. 101 is greater than 0011, so that means 5 goes into 3 0 times. So write down 0 in the quotient area. So we'll bring down the fifth digit, 1, which we compare again. 101 is less than 111. That means 5 goes into 8 at least 1 time. So write down 1 in the quotient. Then we'll multiply 101 by 1, which gives 101. We now subtract. 1 minus 1 is 0. 1 minus 0 is 1. 1 minus 1 is 0. Now what do we do next? I know you said bring down the last digits. 1. That is correct. Now we have 101, which is equal to 0101. Therefore, 101 goes into 0101 1 time. So write down 1 in the quotient. Then 1 multiplied by 101 gives 101. So write it below 0101. Then we subtract. 1 minus 1 is 0. 0 minus 0 is 0. 1 minus 1 is 0. Then we stop here. Anytime you do a subtraction and your final answer is 0, this is where we end the long division process. Now let's check if our answer is correct. The decimal equivalent of 101 is 5, while the decimal equivalent of 110111 is 55. And the decimal equivalent of our answer 001011 is 11. And in decimal, 55 divided by 5 is 11, which shows we are correct. Now for the trick. In a multiple choice examination with different options, quickly convert these two numbers to a decimal number using the binary place value chart. Then do your divisions in decimal. Then convert your answer quickly back to binary. This method is significantly faster and will save you precious time. So you say 55 divided by 5 is 11 and 8 plus 2 plus 1 gives 11. So on the chart, under 8, write down 1. For 4, write down 0. For the next digit, 2, write down 1. Also write down 1 for the last digit. With this trick, you can easily answer multiple choice questions faster. I know it takes practice to be comfortable with this method. That's why you need to practice. Thanks for watching this lesson. Please share this video with your friends and don't forget to subscribe, like and follow Learnifik on Instagram and Facebook. Thanks.